This channel is proudly sponsored by pt2 Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop RPG where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. Please check out the links in the description and in the pinned comment. Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Mutant Year Zero, Ad Astra. If you haven't seen part 1 of my review, featuring this follow-up campaign to the Path to Eden campaign, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to continue talking about the introduction, starting with the Odinites. Refame initially kept his thoughts to himself, but soon started to involve some of his engineer friends in his plans. He brought them to the secret chamber and let them speak with Odin. Those convinced called themselves the Odinites, and their numbers slowly grew. The Odinites were driven by a desire to reach the stars, but also by a firm belief that the mutants created by Dr. Retzius were abominations. After gathering a dozen close allies, Refame took the next step. He turned to the people of Jotunheim with a promise and a request. He told them that Jotunheim was unsustainable, but there was one alternative: the stars. Refame managed to gather almost half the population of Jotunheim under his banner. He led them to the remaining ships, away from Jotunheim and out into the solar system, towards Jupiter. They called themselves the Shipwrights. The Odinites had already chosen their destination, an abandoned gas refinery in the upper atmosphere of Jupiter. There they would build their starship, and it would be called Ad Astra. They worked on the starship to the point of almost completing it, and they took the Asmagir to rest in the cryobeds inside of Ad Astra. Refame's biggest secret is that he himself is a mutant with the telepathy mutation as a result of the early experiments he conducted with Dr. Retzius before they parted ways. Not everyone followed Refame and his Odinites to Jupiter. About 100 of Jotunheim's inhabitants stayed behind, led by the last station chief, Sastria. Now Jotunheim's time is almost up. When Refame and the shipwrights left, they took with them, in addition to the computer Odin and the sleeping Asmagir, everything they felt they needed to build their ship. The most important of this is the core engine that has kept the giant space city in orbit. Everyone who was able escaped in the last spaceships, and the only ones left are those who, through apathy, stubbornness, or inability, have failed to live. Now to the more immediate situation. Jotunheim is about to slowly descend into the atmosphere. The Ad Astra is nearing completion under a gas refinery in the upper atmosphere of Jupiter. Any day now, she will begin her maiden voyage to the stars. But at the same time, a rocket takes off from Earth's surface with a group of mutants on board, setting a cascade of events in motion. When the player characters arrive at Jotunheim, they are greeted with a mix of reverence and suspicion. However, as they interact with Victor Sastria, they will tell him about the arcs, the possibility of survival on the surface perhaps, and the success and death of Dr. Retzius. This will set off a chain of events that makes Sastria send an emergency message to the Eye of Odin, the place where the Ad Astra was being kept. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next parts, I am going to talk about each of the places that you can visit, as well as the new rules. So you can see a clear connection between the end of the Path to Eden campaign and Ad Astra. There could be multiple developments. Things don't need to follow a specific railroad. Even the interaction with Sastria is not certain, but all of the guidelines are there to properly launch the Ad Astra campaign. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel through PayPal or DriveThruRPG, the information will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you and see you later.